Hi and welcome to the video. This is the first video 1 on setting up the TWA TradingView indicators. So we're just going to work on the list and the chart layout in this video. So you'll need a list. You can click over here, create a list. I've got quite a few here, and then simply add a symbol. For example, choose your broker. Now the other thing you can do is isolate the broker with the all sources here. So if you're looking for forex.com, for example, add the Aussie dollar. Okay, so then when you select the next one, forex.com is your broker. I've actually selected an OANDA list. Then you can sort them and you have your list of preferred instruments. So that's the list. Now with the chart, first thing I'm going to do is remove the volume, get rid of that. And if you go up here, top left, I prefer dark mode, but you can choose your preference, and drawings panel. Next thing I'm going to do is right click and we'll go into settings, start from the top, and you can copy my setup. The time zone, I'm always working with UTC-4 New York time, regardless of the country. I live in Australia, but I set the chart to New York time. There's a reason for that. Our strategies are based around session times, London session, etc., New York session, so we keep the same time zone set up. Status line, you can see what I've selected here. Scales, you can pause the video if you like and take screenshots. Background, I'm going very dark. I don't like the grid lines. I've set them to black pretty much. Okay, so you can see what I've done here. Trading. Now if you're trading one of the accounts like Pepperstone or another account through TradingView, you might want the buy and sell buttons. And then events. I do want these events only on one chart, so we'll set that up later. It'll be a lower time frame, most likely the 1 hour chart, and then I'll select this and the event breaks, but I'll take that out for now. So keep in mind that you want the events at some stage. Candles, I've set up these colors. So once you've got your basic setup, you're going to introduce the indicators. 5-minute chart I have here at the moment. So we'll bring the indicators in. You'll go down to invite only scripts, and for the lower time frame I'll come back to Forex sessions, but I want the high-low signals 1, high-low signals 2, trend bars, trend channel, and we'll leave it at that for now. Okay, so you can see over here what I have, and then from here we go up to, well, you can actually name the layout if you like. So you could call the layout my workspace, whatever you want to call it, so you can rename it. And then go up here, and I'm going to start with this one because later on we can flip between these layouts. But what I want to do is set it up with this 4-chart layout to start with. I want the crosshair and I want the symbol synced in the charts. Okay, so let's select the US 500, and you can see that all 4 charts display the same. This chart down on the bottom right down here, set it up as a daily. The next one, middle, will be the 4-hour. Over here, 1 hour. And I'll flip between the 1 hour, 13 and 15 minute. The 4 hour, I might flip between the 4 and the 1. Okay, so daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, and up the top 5 minute. That's it. So now we come back into the 5-minute chart. We right click. We go down to settings. And we bring in fact, we won't do that here. I'm going to do that on this chart at the bottom left. Right click it, settings, and I'm going to bring in the events, economic events, and I want all of them, and I'm going to go OK. So I've got that on the bottom left chart. Then we're going to go to the 5-minute chart and we're going to introduce the Forex sessions and trend sentiment. Trend sentiment below. Down here, bottom left, I'm going to introduce the trend sentiment. Reason being, on the lower time frame, this might only show up to the daily, whereas on the higher time frame, it'll show up to the weekly. So we'll just leave these set as default, although you could have set some preferences early on, like with the trend channel, for example. Come into the indicators and set your preferences. You know, you might want to strengthen up the cloud or some of these colors with the trend channel. The trend bars on the daily, we do the same thing. You can bump these up if you like, and you want to set your preferences here. This is divergence. I've got all of them selected. I don't have hidden divergence selected anyway, so we'll just go OK with that, and that'll be the same across the board. The accumulation distribution levels, leave that as it is, and previous high lows, you can bump up these colors. Definitely you want to see them on your chart, and then go OK. What you want to do now is come down to the 5-minute, and we're going to click the trend bars. You want the trend meter and the trend meter label. That's this bar down here. You generally need that on one chart because it's going to be the same on the others. So I do like to have that on the 5-minute chart. Once you've got your indicators, you can close this list and you're ready to go. Make sure you save it. In fact, click auto save and rename accordingly. Okay, so that more or less covers the initial setup, and as I mentioned, you can flip between these. That will take out the daily, that will take out the 4H, so you can flip between these layouts. Okay, so that's the initial setup. Make sure you watch the next video. We're going to cover the alerts.